Beautiful people, what a time to be alive. I am super duper excited for today's episode. I couldn't wait. Oh my god, thank you so much for tuning in, for taking your time and watching this video. You are highly appreciated. So if you're new today, my name is Zandile Malo. Welcome to the family. Boo, 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 boo. So today's topic is all about how growing up without my mother really affected me. So I'm going to mention a few points. I hope they're going to really make sense, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to unpack them in a best way for everyone to understand. So the first point is that I lacked an understanding of what love is. Number two, I lacked an understanding of what is the role of a woman, or what is a mother. Number three, what is a woman, or what is the role of a woman in the entire world? How did I see that I lacked an understanding of what is love? It is because if somebody loves you, that person takes care of your emotional health, your mental health, as well as your needs. If a person really loves you, he or she will take care of these three things. If that person can't take care of those three things, to me, it doesn't seem like that person really loves me. So if a person can take care of those things, because life revolves around those things, we cannot lie. So I was always shouted, discouraged. Sometimes they would insult me with strong vulgar language, and I was used to it because I had no powers to defend myself. So that really affected me emotionally and mentally. When I did something, bazongibiza and be like, wozala. So mangifika, I'll be like, yeah, ngiyaxolisa. That's not life. That's not life. Like, if you did something wrong, you need to be able to acknowledge. Sometimes I can't even acknowledge. I would say, no, I didn't do the thing, even when I did it, because I know they're gonna beat me, they're gonna shout at me, they're gonna insult me and all of that, So that wasn't a good life at all. So that really affected me because I was living that kind of a life when I grew up. So I lacked the understanding of what is love. When it comes to taking care of our needs, I can say, that one really, really hurts me. That one really, really hurt me because there was a stage in my life whereby I reached a puberty stage. When you reach your puberty stage, you really need a mother figure to actually teach you about what you should do when you reach the puberty stage, what is expected from you, what you should not do when you reach the puberty stage. Worst of them all, I used to struggle when I have to get pets. And I used toilet papers. Sometimes I would cut my clothes and use them like to make sure that blood doesn't come out. Nyangizwa. Yeah, I don't know how I can put it, but yeah. And also, when it comes to clothes, nobody bought me clothes. I will survive through church charity, and I really appreciate that, because angibonakalang ukuthi ngeswele. Shout out to all the churches who always have charity for their church, or who still bring charity to their church. We really appreciate that. I'm the product of that. I survived through that. We really appreciate that. Makwande. With my adulthood, I was so affected because when I started to engage myself in relationships, I used to struggle. Especially when it comes to friendships. Oh my god. I started having a friend in grade 8, and we were still friends even in grade 9, but then she left me to another school, and then we learned communication, and then our friendship was like, and then from grade 9, 10, 11, I had no friend or friends. And then grade 12, I had a friend, and then we went to varsity. our friendship ended, and then after 2 years or after a year, and then I got friends. Right now I'm in a very healthy friendship, of which I thank God for that. Like, it's really, really amazing. Shout out to all my friends. I love you, friends. You are amazing. And my friends, I think it's them who taught me how to take care of a person that is not your sister, that is not your sibling, that is not your blood, that you don't even know her background. So my friends, they really taught me that we are family. We are family. I love them so much. I love them so much. Yeah. So in terms of mental health, with that one, it took me some time to actually see that I was struggling mentally. I was actually depressed, so it took me time, because I even went to varsity, and when I went to varsity, and that's when I started to realize that actually I am mentally drained because of where I'm coming from, But then I'll make a video one day of what exactly happened when I came to varsity. It was happening, and that's a story for another day. Fast forward, and then when it comes to knowing or having an understanding, what is the role of a mother? A mother should be an ever-present helper in the family, emotionally especially, and also a secret keeper. Yeah, that's a role of a mother. And for me, nobody was like that to me. Nobody was like that to me. Like, if ever I feel this way, I have to figure it out for myself. If you're feeling this way, Zandile, do it this way. If you have a secret, or if you did something that you're not proud that you did it, and you don't want anybody to know that you did something like this, you're just gonna keep it to yourself, and you're not gonna talk to your mom, of which your mom should be that kind of a person who should be present for you. So that really affected me, that I didn't have a friend who was gonna be like that to me, But then when I grew up, I think that's why I was affected when it comes to friendship, because I used to bottle things, I used to bottle things. I'm like, everything that I'm going through, I need to keep it to myself, because I grew up like bottling things. So that really affected me when I grew up mentally, because I would bottle things until they're stuck in my mind. Now I don't know what to do, till then I realized in one of the days that actually I'm so depressed. So that's how I was affected with growing up without a mother figure, and growing up without understanding what is the role of a mother. So the last part of which I struggled with was, what is the role of a woman, or what is a woman? One of the things that I learned is that a woman should be present emotionally, not just for your family, but for everybody in the world. You should be present emotionally, sympathize and empathize for everybody. When you see somebody who's not doing well, or who is struggling with something else, you should be present emotionally. So I struggled with all those things. Ngaba umuntu ogombela kwesami ukuthi because nobody taught me that I should be emotionally present for other people. If you see somebody struggling, try and find and help that person, But God has been faithful. When the word of God says, when God who's going to teach you all things and remind you all things that I taught you. That one has been really helping me, because I understood what is a role of a woman, or what is a woman. So God has been helping me. I can just say God has been helping me. I used to listen to podcasts, listen to sermons, ask from other people, learn from other people. Most of the things I used to learn from other people, honestly speaking, and that has helped me to be the kind of a woman that I am. When it comes to a house chores. I can just say I didn't struggle with that one because I was a slave. So I can just say I can do I can cook, I can clean. Like, I'm so proud of myself that I can do all those things. But it's just that I learned them the hard way. But then when it comes to imsebenzi yabantu besifazane, I'm very good with that. Like, I can excel on that one. Praise be to God who gives us strength, who keeps on renewing our strength each and every day. Ongasilahli, ongasideli, ongakhathali. Yo, namanje ngisamangela ukuthi ngiphunyuke kanjani, ngidlule kanjani laphayana. But I'm so grateful that I came out as a pure gold. Like, I'm so pruned, I'm so shaped, I'm so unshakable. Like, my faith is so strong to God. I think that was the main reason for me to go through what I've been through, to make my faith to be strong to God. Because He's been there. I can't rely on men because men, they failed me, but God has never failed me. If I can just advise someone, I can just say, it is very important to understand your weaknesses. First thing first, you need to know your weaknesses. Where do you lurk? Number 2, understand your weaknesses, acknowledge your weaknesses and work on them. Lastly, pray about your weaknesses, because prayer is action. As much as you are praying for them, take action and try to deal with those weaknesses. Not everybody will be like, oh, shame, Zandela, she's been through the most. I feel pity for her, or let me just sympathize. Others will be like, no, we can't deal with her. She might as well deal with herself. We can't keep on forgiving her for whatever that she keeps on doing. We can't. But others would sympathize with you for the sake of everybody, to balance the relationships to all people that you're gonna meet, or for the sake of those people who are present in your life. Make sure that you are dealing with your weaknesses right now. All the things that affected you when you were still young, your childhood traumas, identify your weaknesses. That where do you lurk, where you were affected, and start now to work on those things. Trust me, you'll become a better person, and God will help you. God is faithful. For today, beautiful people, I don't have much for today. This is just the end of today's episode. I really appreciate your time. See you next time on our next episode. I'm so excited for our next episode, and please make sure that you tune in. I really appreciate that. See you same time, same place. Bye. Mwah.